Hey guys, so the one thing I wanted to talk about today is pre and post workout fueling. So that's a question I've been seeing over and over again, and then also I can just kind of tell when you guys are fueled and when you're not properly fueled. So it actually it's a two-part question here. Is like, what's the best time of the day to work out? And then yeah, so we'll just kind of dive into that. Got some notes here. So the best time of the day, A, is the time you can be the most consistent with. So there is research proving that like around 3 p.m., your body is like properly fueled, you're awake. So like for certain types of like strength training, you are going to be the most effective and the most efficient. But I have noticed over the years of training people that people who just come work out in the morning and get it done and over with are long-term typically more successful for the fact that nothing gets in your way. So I know lots of you guys have kids, so it's very common to, hey, I'm going to go work out at 5 p.m. And then, oh, I forgot we had football practice or soccer practice or all the other stuff that gets in the way. Or some days you're just tired and you don't feel like it after work. And so that's okay, but you got to get it in at some point in time. And so if you can just get it done in the morning, you're going to feel better throughout the day, you're going to have more energy throughout the day. It becomes part of your routine. And then you start the day off on a positive foot and you already feel accomplished before you've even started work. And so, and that's the other thing too, with like 3 p.m. here, most people are still at work. So it's not realistic for most people. That was just a thing on research I'd heard. But yeah, so the time of day to work out is the time you can be the most consistent with. And so, but like I said, over the years, morning people, it's easier for them for the fact that nothing's going to get in their way or stop them. Okay, next thing is like what to eat before. So dinner does play a huge role. So like if you haven't eaten any carbs the day before, your glycogen depletion is going to be down somewhat. So if you try to work out at 6 a.m. and you haven't eaten any carbs the day before, you can feel a little funny depending, unless you're like carb cycling, like I got a few people doing, but unless you're you know, uber fueled, or it's, you know, what am I trying to say here? So you're going to feel depleted if you didn't have any carbs the day before. But we don't want you guys eating like gut bombs in the morning. So we don't want you to be like, all right, I need a pre-fuel, and you have 10 pieces of toast, cup of oatmeal, cup of berries. You're going to put way too much stress on your digestive system, and then mixed with adrenaline working out, good chance of losing your breakfast. And so keep it very simple. Just like typically like a little bit of fruit is an ideal pre-workout. We just don't want anything like too fibrous, because again, it's going to cause your body to have to digest that. But what you ate the night before does play a critical role. So like if you're, you know, at dinner time, let's say you have a cup of rice because you know you're going to work out at 6 a.m. That's a good idea. Just don't eat that cup of rice at 10 p.m. because then your body's going to have to work very hard to digest it and your sleep quality is going to be sucky. The other thing too, like if I know a lot of you guys really early, a lot of you guys do not want to eat like anything before because you don't feel good. Caffeine is the most effective, proven pre-workout there is. So some people that's coffee, some people it's teas, other people they do the actual pre-workouts, but caffeine in and alone of itself is a very effective pre-workout. Obviously, we don't want that to be your only fuel source, but just kind of a side note there. And then for like a post-workout, we just want to have some type of protein ideally within 2 hours of doing your workout. So some people it's a little longer, but ideally within that 2 hour window. And then you can start to add in some like, you know, clean, healthy carbs, and later on your fats as well too. And so that's just like some things that I've been getting asked a lot lately. So I want to share those. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot me a message.